The year is 2025. The sirens have faded, but the virus has not left. It has evolved, and so has its relationship with us. We are no longer in a pandemic panic, but in a state of persistent biological negotiation. The symptoms you hear about now, the razor throat and the lingering fatigue, are not the same as 2020. They're the signatures of a virus that has learned to live among us. Welcome back to Health Inside, Anatomy and Science. Today, we are conducting a full biological intelligence report on COVID-19 in 2025. We will map its new pathways in the body, decode the mystery of long COVID at a cellular level, and provide a clear, science-backed survival protocol for this new phase. This isn't about fear, it's about understanding the rules of engagement with a permanent global pathogen. The 2025 variant landscape, from pandemic virus to endemic pathogen. SARS-CoV-2 is undergoing convergent evolution. Independent lineages are evolving similar mutations to optimize for two things: immune evasion and upper respiratory tract tropism. Variants like the descendant of JN.1 and beyond are less about sheer lethality and more about transmissibility. The spike protein's binding affinity has shifted subtly, making initial infection of the nose and throat more efficient, while potentially reducing deep lung invasion. This is why the razor blade sore throat has become a hallmark. It's a sign of intense viral replication in the pharyngeal region. However, this does not mean the virus is just a cold. For the vulnerable, the immunocompromised, the elderly, those with underlying cardiopulmonary disease, the virus still retains the ability to cause severe lower respiratory disease. The game has changed, but the stakes for some remain critically high. The 2025 symptom profile, a systems biology breakdown. Let's move beyond the list and understand the why behind each 2025 symptom. The razor blade sore throat. This is inflammation on a cellular war scale. The virus targets epithelial cells in the throat, triggering a localized cytokine storm. Bradykinin, a potent inflammatory peptide, increases vascular permeability, causing severe swelling and pain. It's not just a sore throat, it's acute laryngopharyngeal tissue damage. Persistent dry cough. This is often neurogenic. The virus damages the epithelial lining, exposing C-fiber nerve endings. A single breath can trigger a violent cough reflex long after active infection has cleared, a condition known as post-viral cough hypersensitivity syndrome. Sensory disruption, taste, smell, parosmia. While less common, its mechanism is now better understood. The virus doesn't just infect the olfactory support cells, it can trigger an autoimmune-like attack on the olfactory neurons themselves. The recovery often involves miswiring, leading to parosmia, where pleasant smells become foul, for example, coffee smelling like gasoline. Gastrointestinal dominance. With increased gut tropism in some variants, the virus binds to ACE2 receptors abundant in the intestinal epithelium. This causes direct viral enteritis, leading to nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, and may alter the gut microbiome long-term, a potential contributor to long COVID. Fatigue and malaise. This is systemic inflammation. Pro-inflammatory cytokines like interleukin-6 and TNF-alpha cross the blood-brain barrier, acting on the hypothalamus and brainstem, fundamentally altering your perception of energy and well-being. This is your brain's sickness behavior response, amplified. The 2025 long COVID, the persistent shadow, a mechanistic deep dive. This is the most critical frontier. Long COVID is not one condition, but a multi-system neuroimmune syndrome. We are moving from describing symptoms to identifying biomarkers and mechanisms. Viral persistence and immune dysregulation. Fragments of viral RNA or protein, the viral ghost, persist in immune-privileged sites like the gut, nervous tissue, or vascular endothelium. This creates a chronic, low-grade antigenic stimulus, exhausting T cells and leading to a state of chronic immune activation. Microclot pathology. Researchers are identifying amyloid fibrin microclots in the blood of long COVID patients. These are not normal clots. They are resistant to fibrinolysis, the body's natural clot-breaking process. They clog capillaries, creating microscopic ischemia, oxygen deprivation, in muscles, nerves, and the brain. This directly explains post-exertional malaise, PEM, and brain fog. Autoimmunity and receptor disruption. The viral infection can trigger the production of autoantibodies, immune cells that mistakenly attack the body's own tissues. These include antibodies against G-protein-coupled receptors, GCPRs, that regulate autonomic functions like heart rate and blood pressure, explaining POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Mitochondrial dysfunction. The virus appears to damage or reprogram the mitochondria, the power plants of our cells. This leads to a cellular energy crisis, where even basic activities demand a physiological cost the body cannot pay, manifesting as crushing fatigue. The 2025 Defense Protocol, beyond booster shots. Our strategy must evolve with the virus. Vaccination 2025. The vaccines are now updated annually, like the flu shot, targeting the predominant Omicron lineage variants. Their primary goal has shifted from preventing infection to sustaining high-level immunological memory. They are a training course for your T cells and B cells, ensuring that if infected, your body mounts a swift, organized defense, preventing viral deep tissue invasion and severe disease. Therapeutic arsenal. Paxlovid, nirmatrelvir-ritonavir remains a cornerstone for high-risk individuals, but its window is critical, within 5 days of symptom onset. Newer, broader-spectrum antivirals are in trials. For long COVID, treatment is mechanistic. Triple anticoagulant therapy for microclots, beta blockers for POTS, and graded exercise therapy, GET, is being replaced by pacing and energy conservation strategies to avoid post-exertional crashes. The Swiss cheese model of prevention. No single layer is perfect. Stack them. Vaccination plus strategic masking, N95, KN95 in high-risk settings, plus air filtration, HEPA, plus rapid testing before gatherings. This multi-layered defense significantly reduces the probability of infection and reinfection, which is crucial as each infection carries a long COVID risk. The new triage, when to sound the alarm. In 2025, discerning COVID from flu or RSV is clinically vital. Testing is non-negotiable, but certain signs indicate systems are failing. Chest pain or pressure. This could be myocarditis, heart muscle inflammation, or pulmonary embolism, blood clot in the lung, both COVID-associated complications. Silent hypoxia. Oxygen saturation dropping below 94% without immediate shortness of breath. This is a medical emergency. A home pulse oximeter is a key tool. Severe neurological signs, new-onset confusion, aphasia, trouble speaking, or significant weakness could indicate stroke, encephalitis, or severe neuroinflammation. COVID-19 in 2025 represents a complex, chronic negotiation between a clever virus and a resilient but scarred global population. The acute crisis has matured into a long-term management challenge. The path forward is built not on panic, but on precision, precise understanding, precise testing, and precise layered protection. If this 2025 intelligence report gave you a clearer map of our current reality, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps our channel provide more crucial, in-depth science. Share it with someone who needs to understand that mild doesn't mean inconsequential. Subscribe to Health Inside, Anatomy and Science, and hit the bell. We are here to translate the evolving science of health into actionable knowledge for your life. Stay vigilant, stay updated, and stay well.